time and time again, I talk to so many girls who are telling me, Nat, I want to achieve XYZ and in my body, in my health, and in my life, but I'm not motivated. I'm struggling with motivation. Help me become more motivated. I'm going to call some major BS on this excuse of lacking motivation. And there's this notion that you need to find motivation somewhere, that it needs to be created, that there's something that we're missing to this massive, massive piece of the puzzle, that somebody else holds the key to igniting this fire in our soul to get us to where we want to be in our health, in our body image, in our life overall, in our careers. Where is the motivation? And I'll tell you what the secret is for you to get this motivation that you've been lacking, this motivation that you've been finding. And I'll be honest with you, I struggle with this too. But the number one thing that always brings me back to reigniting this fire of motivation, to lose that weight, to get that body, to eat healthier, to be more in control, to get that internship, to get that job promotion, to get into that school, the number one thing that you're missing is your why. And I'll tell you that when you tell me that you lack motivation, your why isn't deep enough. You're doing it to fit in that dress, which yes feels good, but it's so much more than just fitting into that dress. It's so much more than just losing that 5 or 10 pounds. It's so much more than getting that job. You're not just wanting to get that job to be able to make $70K a year. You don't want that. You want the fulfillment. You want to dig even deeper into your purpose, into your why. You want to feel that you can truly accomplish anything. And ultimately, it's a stepping stone for you to accomplish even more. And so when you say you want that job, you want that stability, that's not going to last very long. When you say you want to fit into that dress, you want to lose that 5 or 10 pounds, that's not going to last that long either. Because you're going to start going back into old patterns, and you're going to start sabotaging yourself, maybe gaining back that 5, 10 pounds within the next couple of years again. And you're going to be back right where you started. So how do you prevent that? How do you get that motivation? How do you get that boost? Get to the root of your why. I want you to sit down right now and spend 1 hour focusing on your vision. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10 years? Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself ultimately achieving at the end of your life? I want you to think big, and I want you to think deep. And I don't want you just to be at the surface level. I want this car, I want this job, I want to have this soulmate. I want you to dig deep on what drives you, on who you are. Are you somebody that is driven by the impact that you're going to have on others? Are you somebody that's driven by inequality or injustice or racism? What is your true why? Are you somebody that is driven by injustice? Are you somebody that's driven by children that are going hungry across the ocean? What is your true why? And it's not just those children, it's not just those inequalities. It's something inside of your soul that is crying out, that is keeping you up at night, that is sparking an interest in you throughout the day, but you're not holding on to that. More than you're holding on to anything else, more than you're holding on to all of the other BS that's going on in life, in terms of, oh, I need to get this job, oh, I need to make sure that I get this car, oh, I need to get health insurance for ourselves. Yes, those are the things that we need to do in life, and those are the things that we are worrying about. But what is your why? Why do you really want to lose that 5 or 10 pounds? Is it because you want to truly empower yourself? Is it truly because you want to prove to yourself that you are deserving of feeling comfortable in your own skin? And as soon as you start feeling comfortable in your own skin, you're going to start becoming confident, the confident you that you know that you're meant to be. And once you become that confident self, are you going to be able to massively have an impact and inspire other women in your life to do the same? Yeah, that is my vision. That is my why. And that's something that I have been lacking throughout these past couple years. And once that I finally, life woke me the F up these past couple months and reminded me to figure out what my why is and what motivates me. And I'll tell you, on a day-to-day basis, I struggle with motivation. But what brings me back to striving to get to my goals, what brings me back every single time is that vision. I've been so blessed to have some amazing coaches in my life that are teaching me how to create this vision for myself, and that have instilled this absolute necessity of a stepping stone in my life, a daily thing that I read, a daily thing that I reflect on to always bring me back. So when you're telling me that you're suffering from motivation, that you don't have motivation, you don't know what your why is. You don't know what your vision is. And you're not visiting that on a daily basis to bring you back from the BS that life pulls us into. Because it's everywhere. And yes, sometimes we do have to walk through some of that BS. And that's okay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't and just say, screw everything. But what I'm saying is for you to have that why and to have it so clearly that you feel it and you see yourself accomplishing it every single day, and you use that to fuel you when you're not feeling motivated. So yeah, woo, that was a good one. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that this lit a little bit of a fire in at least one of you. And if so, please go ahead and share this with people that need to stop BSing themselves with this lack of motivation and start figuring out what their why is and what their visions are.